Hey everyone, this is WobblyWallaby. Today I'm going to discuss some exciting job changes to Ragnarok Bubble that are currently being tested on the beta server. How will this shake up the meta in PvE and PvP? Stay tuned to find out. Thanks to Bacon for the translations of the patch notes. This patch note was from the September 29th patch. First, the devs are trying to push for the Holy Convert meta, and this would not be possible without Nidhogg. This will add some new possibilities to the game, but how will she convert? While the Nidhogg Streamer of Fallen Knights gains a new effect. When Streamer of Fallen Knight deals damage, there's a 25% chance to convert target armor to Holy, lasts 5 seconds, and effect can be turned off. Here I turn the Holy Convert on. Then when I attack the PSR dragon, you can see the dragon gets converted to Holy. This will be interesting with Rune Master's ability to dark convert attacks and the upcoming Morok hero doing dark magic damage. I am excited that they added some new convert methods to the game for additional strategies. Next, they adjusted Nidhogg's rune, Ragnarok Rune. Its effect was adjusted to now have magical dragon scale. Nidhogg obtains 1 to 20% magic penetration, and while under Twilight of the Gods, status effect will be doubled. The extra effect will be nice, but keep in mind Twilight of Gods only lasts for 8 seconds, so it was a short-lived buff in my opinion, and there's also a 30-second cooldown. Next, Nidhogg's skill Magic Dragon skill gains a new effect. Nidhogg and her Draconic Tribesman now gains up to 30% Dark Elemental attack. Nidhogg providing a huge 30% Dark Elemental attack is great for the Holy Convert strategy. We need nice Dark Elemental boosts for your teammates. Next, to support the Holy Convert build, Rune Master's got a buff to Soul Stabbing Spear. I can't say I've seen people use this build much, but with these multipliers, who knows. First, Rune Master's Soul Stabbing Spear damage range was adjusted to 2x3 rectangle range in target's direction. Also, the Rune Master's passive Soul Stabbing Spear Soul Breaking gains a new effect. Soul Stabbing Spear additionally calculates up to 24% magic attack. Allowing Soul Stabbing Spear to scale up magic attack is huge, especially with Sink or Swim. This gives it some potential. Next, Rune Master gains a new Star Rune, Soul's Piercing Star. The Soul Stabbing Spear damage goes up to 30%. Soul Stabbing Spear also has up to 50% chance to cause 100 Spear, and Deep Cut's double effect for Soul Stabbing Spear is possible too, and there's a 6% probability to generate it. This new rune gives a huge damage boost to support this build as well. This build definitely has potential, but I don't like that it's single target. I think the Magic Dragon Breath is better in general, or using auto attack build would be better. Keep in mind Rune Masters can already dark convert by itself with the Abyss Arrival, so you don't have to switch to a new meme build. Next is Heinrich. Heinrich's Fire Strike now ignores enemies' reflect damage, block, flee, and anti-fatal effects. Also, the effect of after using will reduce HP to 1 point has now been adjusted to after using will reduce current HP by 80%. This is an enormous buff to PvP. Bypassing these counters are huge, and especially the anti-fatal, as well as not being set to 1 HP point. The next two buffs are Heinrich's White Star Wind, after use will gain 1 stack of Empowerment. Heinrich's White Star Moon gains a new effect. When Empowerment reaches max stack, attacking will keep casting only White Star Moon. White Star Moon is one of the ones that does the most damage and is great against a single target, but I personally think this may be a nerf against mobs or groups of players. Normally, you can cycle his attacks due to his core hero skill, but one great AoE against mobs is the White Star Snow. Here you can see me attacking without full empowerment, and sometimes I get the AoE, but once I'm at max empowerment I only do the single target skill now. I wish they allowed this to be toggleable in case people don't want this new behavior. Next is the Heinrich skill Unyielding becoming a passive skill. Having a skill become a passive skill is great, there's less stuff to cast or having a buff removed, so this is great. Heinrich definitely got a lot of love, so I hope he'll do well in the future. Next is Hollgrehenn. His Lucky Refine can take effect for self. I'm glad he can benefit from Lucky Refine. I'd forgotten that this was only for teammates before. I hate when Rum makes skills that don't benefit the one who casts it, so this is a nice change. Next is Hollgrehenn's Lucky Cart, which gains a new effect. Every 15 luck increase up to 1% skill damage. Finally, Hollgrehenn gets some much needed critical stats. On my beta account I had 315 luck, so this would give me an extra 21% skill damage, which is fantastic. I'm glad Hollgrehenn is getting more love. As an important character in this game, I'd like to see him being used more often. This definitely gives him a better chance to solo PV legend bosses now. Next is Hela. Her Garms now deal poison elemental damage. Also, Hela's Garm gains a new effect. Every time Garm attacks a target will cause increased HP loss effect by 1%, lasts 5 seconds and stackable 30 times. Unfortunately, I don't think these Garm changes are good enough for PvE, but definitely great for PvP. It is great Garms don't do neutral magical damage anymore and could take part in the poison meta better. Next, Hela's Bottled Ghost gains a new effect. Frustrated stack above 10 will cancel target armor coefficient against poison. This is a nice PvP change that counters people using poison armor via the Aggro card. Next up is Thanatos. His skill Dark Circle's effect, Reset Brand Duration, adjusted to cause target to add 1 layer of Abyssal Brand and remove 1 negative effect from self. That seems great to remove the downside of using Dark Circle. Resetting the Abysmal Mark is bad. Next, Thanatos' skill Heavy Roll now scales off the number of Abysmal Brand layers, so this is actually quite amazing. As if Heavy Roll didn't hurt enough before, now the Abysmal Mark scales the damage, which is definitely going to be very deadly. Thanatos got 2 nice buffs for PvP, also his extra buff to Heavy Roll is nice too, so maybe we'll see more of him. For PvE, his rate of attack still isn't ideal, although he is very capable of taking down legend bosses. I really wish they would make his attack a bit faster, although that would make him quite unfair for PvP, so they probably won't. Next are Blade Soul buffs. Certain Blade Soul skills have reduced SP consumption. Also, Blade Soul's Acer skill Poison Cast now cannot be dispelled against monsters. Poison Cast not dispelling against monsters, well, I guess they're trying to push Blade Soul in the poison meta. Next, Blade Soul's skill Soul Erosion Poisonous Soul gains a new effect. Every 5% poison attack, abnormal status attack or poison elemental attack will increase up to 1%. Blade Souls cause poison and new poison damage to monster. This further increases his poison damage, which is great, but again, strange that this only applies to monsters. I guess they're really pushing for its use in White Star Airship. Next, Blade Soul's skill Soul Protection gains a new effect. When other skill consumes soul, will automatically use one-time soul protection without consuming souls. This is great for survivability, so this is a nice change. Well, that's it for the sneak peeks. Which changes look the most interesting to you? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here's a video that I recommend, and if you want more sneak peeks, check out this playlist over here.